Thank you for clicking the video. This is Christian from Winning Without Motivation. Recently I've been on a journey and I've lost 50 pounds. To give you some context of 50 pounds, I've got a 5-year-old daughter and I weighed her recently and she weighs just under 3 stone. I would say the average 6-year-old child probably weighs 50 pounds. So if you can imagine from an athletic point of view, my major organs, previously I was walking around with a 6-year-old child strapped to my back, trying to do my exercise, and obviously I'd feel out of breath, my cardio wouldn't be as great. But as I've gone on that journey, a lot of people have encouraged me, they've told me I look better. We obviously like to hear those things, look better from a healthy point of view. And lots of people go, Chris, is it exercise? Is it nutrition? What exercises are you doing? How long do you exercise for? What exercises do you do? Are you on the keto diet? Is it vegan? All of these things, all of these fads or diets or lifestyles. And before we get into that, before I answer that, I just want to share a quick story. I remember some years ago, whenever the film came out, John Q is about a film about one of the best fathers of all time. Denzel Washington plays the character. And they find himself in this situation where Denzel in the film has got a son who's got this illness and he needs a heart transplant. And if he doesn't get the heart transplant, the son's going to die. There's a small chance if Denzel gives his son his heart, his son would live. Only a small chance, but Denzel would certainly die. The father in the film would certainly die. And he's willing to do that. He doesn't have to do that in the end, but he's willing to do that for his son. So I come out of that film now, great film, I love Denzel films, but I'm feeling really low. I'm thinking this hasn't got anything to do with the film. I'm feeling really low. And I realised what the film did, this little boy looked just like me, but it reminded me of my own relationship with my own father. And my own relationship with my own father was the complete opposite. Here's one father willing to give his heart and give his life, literally, for his son. My dad couldn't even show up to see me on the weekend. He disappeared. It's not that he didn't love me, he just loved his own life and doing his own things more than he did me. And at that time, it hurt me a lot. So I come out of that and I don't talk to anyone about it. I put on a brave face and I go home and I'm feeling low. I go to bed feeling low, get up feeling low, and then I've got some clients to see that day. So I go and see my clients, I put on the face, camera, action, go, and I'm smiling for my clients. I then got on the train, come back, and I've had enough. I'm just exhausted. I've just been feeling down and low all day, and I think that's it. I was on a diet at the time, or not even a diet, just eating healthy nutrition. I don't like diets because it's got the word die in it, so I don't like that. So I was having had this nutrition plan. And I'm coming through the train station and I see my favourite burger place. So I go in there, I had a supersized burger with all the toppings. I had the regular fries, is more fries than one person could eat. I went with the supersized fries, I had the water, I left, went round the corner to Krispy Kreme's donuts, had a half a dozen glazed donuts. As I was coming out to go to my car, I bought some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I get home, 6,000 calories later, I'm sat on the sofa thinking, what happened to my nutrition plan? Why have I done this? I've now got this, I'm coming down from the sugar high and I'm feeling terrible. I've just taken on board 6,000 calories, 2 days of calories in one setting. How did that happen? It happened because most people across the world, and yo-yo dieters like I was for many years, we use food as an antidepressant. We use it to manage our emotions. When we feel low, we drink something and we eat something. And first, the way I lost 50 pounds is I reintroduced myself to food. I changed my relationship with food. Food is a fuel source. It's meant to give you strength. It's meant to give you energy. When I eat things, I'm thinking, what nutritional value am I going to get from this? I eat things as close to nature in their natural form as possible. So that's kind of rule number one. Stop using food as an antidepressant. And I'll give you an example. Most people don't go on a 6,000 calorie binge, but let's say you sat at work, you get a rude email from your boss or your client. I've seen this lots of times. My colleague would say, I've just got a rude email. They'll then go downstairs. They weren't hungry before. They'd had their lunch. They'll go downstairs and buy a full fat latte and a chocolate brownie. They've just taken on 600 additional calories because someone upset them. We need to find alternatives that when we get upset or when we have emotions, we need to find positive ways of dealing with those emotions, whether it's speaking to someone, going for a walk, but we must get ahead of those feelings, address them so they don't result in us eating all of this food that then increases our waistline. The next thing, exercise. I used to make exercise such a big thing. I'd tell everyone I was exercising, I'd get super motivated and everything had to be right. And then life would happen. Something would happen with my schedule. I couldn't get into the gym. I feel tired one day, I could have the winter blues or whatever, but I would just stop. And the problem was I was making myself far too motivated and making exercise a big deal. Stop making exercise a big deal. Originally, how humans lived, we walked a lot of places, we were hunter-gatherers. Now our lifestyles, we're always seated. We're sat in cars, we're sat at desks, we're sat in front of computers. We're made to move, and you have to move your body. And if you want to be healthy, and if you want to live long, and if you want to have the energy to get through your day, you have to exercise. So here's how I treat exercise now. I exercise at least 6 days a week for at least 30 minutes, sometimes longer. I do things that are fun. I play basketball. I used to play basketball, and I exercise in different ways. But I now treat exercise like brushing my teeth. There are times when I get up in the morning, I don't even want to brush my teeth, but I am socially responsible. If I'm speaking to people, I'm close to them, it's good manners to brush your teeth. And regardless of how I feel, I don't consult my feelings. I just brush my teeth every day, twice a day. Exercise, I treat the same way. I don't need to be motivated. I don't need to be pumped up. I don't need to hear rocky music or motivational speaker. Every day in my life, I get up and exercise. And to give you an example, for the last 3 days, I scheduled to spin at 6:30. For the last 3 days, I've not wanted to spin at 6:30. I've not felt motivated. I had all the thoughts that I used to have of, you're too tired, do it tomorrow, have a day off. I got up, got on the bike, and after I did that first cycle, I'm in it, and after 30 minutes, I feel great. Do not consult your feelings about exercise. Just make up your mind. You want to be healthy, you want to live long, you want to stay around here for a long time, and you're going to do the exercise. You don't need to be motivated, you don't need to consult your feelings, you just need to commit to doing it every day. So there's how I lost my 50 pounds. I addressed my relationship with food, and I stopped making exercise a big deal. Hope that helps someone. Please share your comments, give me feedback, let me know about what you think of us using food as an antidepressant. Please subscribe, please share, and I'll see you all soon.